Okay. Let's see if the sound works. Okay, sound does work. Hi. Cutely waits. Let's see here. Let's see if I can. That's probably a better place to put my computer so I can see the chat. Yeah, it's probably better. Okay. It's a good thing you're here because I am working on my free press first. It's almost done. I did the majority of it last night and the day before. I was up till 5 a.m. the past couple nights working on this buddy. First vest I've ever made. I may have cheated in a couple areas with fabric glue, or at least tried to. That didn't actually attach. So I will be redoing that cheat. It worked fine on the other side. Ooh. I have the buttons that I painted red to attach. I believe it's the side that will be going over the other side, so the other side needs the buttons. Yeah. I don't know where my red thread is. Ooh, I can use embroidery thread. That'll probably be actually better. That's cool. I'm doing a group for this cosplay as well. I'm obviously going to be Frank. I believe May Love Cosplay is going to be Julie, and Squiddy Cosplays is going to be, I believe, Wally. About a week till I have to leave for con, so we're in crunch mode right now. I should technically be doing the painting things first, but I'm just so close to finishing this vest, and I need desperately to check it off my to-do list that I'm just doing this first. Hi. Oh, why'd you change your name? I will get this. I will get this through. Hi, Luity is the best. A pretty based username. Ooh, okay. Okay, that turned out easier than I expected. I just want to make sure this is staple on here first, though. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. I did the same thing when I was first starting out as an art page on Instagram. I was originally know all the Slytherin, but then I wanted to restart some things, so that makes one button done. And luckily, I think there are only two, right? I need a picture for you. There better be only two. I only have two buttons. There are three. Accuracy isn't everything, folks. Accuracy is only necessary if you personally, as the person making it, want it to be completely accurate. And honestly, that went out the window the moment I had to custom make this fabric because there was no way I was gonna get the size correct anyway. One button done though. Yeah. I'm not gonna be that entertaining when I'm sewing, at least. Unless you find it very funny that I can't attach this button for the life of me. I just, I, where, how do I line this up? Okay, the plan here. I see the plan. I see the plan. Where's my needle? There. Okay. The plan didn't work. JK and less. And less. And less. No. Cool. Aha. The plan kind of worked. Not how I wanted it to, but it worked. Hi, Scarlett. Sometimes the plan works in a different way, but it works anyways, and that's fine. We don't look a gift horse in the mouth here. Make the plan and execute the plan. Expect the plan to go horribly off the rails. Forget the plan. Absolutely, yes, exactly. Just because I meticulously plan something out doesn't mean I expect it to go right. I cut off more embroidery thread than I needed to. That's fine. That's okay. That was way more than I needed, but it's fine. Because both the buttons are attached now. And I can just put back with all the other loose thread that I tied around this cardboard thing that I think used to have fabric at one point. But reduce, reuse, recycle, guys. Come on. I did not know that needle was on my lap. And that explains why I poke myself all the time. Okay. That's good, so I know where the buttons are. So when I cut the fabric, it'll be fine. Hopefully. Don't mess up. Don't mess up. Let's put the pin cushion there, because that will help me out. And will you go through this hole? Okay, yes. Yes, you will. to stop misplacing sharp objects. It's getting to be a problem. Actually, it was probably already a problem to begin with. It's never a good thing to misplace sharp objects. Okay. I could do to cut a little more into that one. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. If you keep saying it's fine, then it eventually will be, right? Oh, this is starting to break. Either it's breaking from the pressure I put on it, from how tightly I put it together, or I might have stepped on it at one point. Both are entirely possible, and in fact probable. It doesn't matter, because we gotta embroider on the buttonhole now. I think the best one to do would probably be this really light yellow thread, if I can find the correct end to it. I think this one's the correct one. Where? I don't know. I don't know. I know that. I know nothing about nothing. I'm just floundering at this point. Aha, that's why. It's a little strand. This can at least do one of them. Probably more. I might be overestimating how much one needs. Where's my... There's my pincushion. Like I said, I need to stop misplacing sharp objects. I also need to find the rest of my pins. I have a couple other projects that I just have paused doing, like Eevee from Pokemon and Blackfire from Teen Titans, that both have my pins in, like, the shirt for Eevee and then the arm cuffs for Blackfire. And they're probably in other places too that I just forgot about. I'm not good at keeping track of my pins specifically, and I feel very bad for one of my roommates because she has found them too many times by walking around. It's like her foot is a magnet for them sometimes. Yeah. Oh, it's much worse than a Lego. I feel very bad for her. I try to never let them fall on the floor, but sometimes I don't notice when they do. I also have a habit of, instead of doing sticking them in my pincushion, I'll sometimes stick them into the seat I'm sitting on, which usually isn't a problem because I see the little colored end sticking out of the seat, so I can pick it up. But I like to sew late into the wee hours of the morning sometimes, so I'm not always that observant. I was up past 5 the past 2 nights working on this. I mean, she doesn't get mad at me for it, for some reason. I don't know why she doesn't. Like, I don't, I know I don't mean to do it, but still, she does have a right to get mad at me for it. Though, if you have enough calluses, I doubt it would, hurt that much. Because I've formed calluses before on my feet from doing marching band in high school, like a lot of calluses, and not much hurts when your feet are calloused. Sometimes it is worse when they don't get mad, but that's usually when it's not that they're mad, it's that they're disappointed. But she's not even that. She takes it in stride. Ah, I was only embroidering over the outside layer of fabric. I didn't embroider over any of the satin lining. Ow. Come on, get out of there. I vanquish you. The power of Christ compels you, does it? It's not very compelling. I can't remember the full audio for that, but that's what I do remember. Just get out of the fabric, please. Please and thank you. Get off. Your mistake, please. There. Tried to swipe the hair off my face. Instead, I swiped my glasses off my face. Because I'm just that smooth. Alright, well, let's try this again. It shouldn't be that hard. In fact, it should be very simple. Keyword should. If I would have pinned it together in the first place, that probably would have helped. Though I don't like the sharp end facing me because that thread keeps getting caught on it. Also, I was gonna start this live earlier, but I spent a good 30 minutes um, looking for my food because I had a plate of 4 Cheddar Bay biscuits that I made because my roommate knew I wanted some, so she bought me a box to make. And I made them earlier after I woke up. And they were good. All was good. I had already eaten about 1.5 of them. And the I laid the plate somewhere in my room. Pretty sure it was on my bed. But then I got everything set up for stream, and I went to go like, okay, everything's set up. Now I can actually eat and drink some water and relax before I actually start the stream, right? So I reached for the biscuits that I thought were like behind me, like right here. Weren't there, weren't anywhere in my room. So I finally just caved and got a plate with a couple more on it. But it still haunts me. Where did they go? I feel like I went insane and they're somewhere in plain sight, but I just can't see them. Ever just not see something in plain sight? Because have, I do that a lot. I remember when I was a kid, I was at a friend's birthday party, and I think it was her uncle that brought a little kitten, Like it was his kitten. It was named Oliver. Vanishing biscuits, yeah. Um, because he was a little orange kitten, so he was named after Oliver from the Disney movie Oliver and Company. And I went to playfully like hit one of the other kids there, and she was like, "With a cat?" And I'm like, "I fully did not see that cat in your arms." No one believed me, but I fully did not see the cat in her arms when I went to do that. I will see the smallest detail missing in something I do, but I will miss a whole goddamn cat in someone's arms. No. Listen, mm, my brain is weird sometimes, and it just doesn't register information, I guess. Like, I probably do see it, and it just doesn't register in my brain. I don't know. I don't know how brains work. I least of all know how mine works. Well, I guess I know it to an extent. Sometimes the brain just does that, yeah. It do be like that. If you like that all the time, actually, for mine. The brain just says, okay, yeah. Quick scan, no cat there. But when I'm explicitly told there's a cat there, obviously I see it. It's like being really bad at an I Spy game, but the I Spy game is your life. Do you all remember those I Spy books though? Like the scholastic ones at book fairs? Because those were actually kind of fun. I never played I Spy as like a card game, but I loved those I Spy books. I don't know if that's a strictly 2000s kid experience or not. I like Star looks great. Okay, yeah, they're fun, and I was actually good at those, at least. Okay, getting this corner done is proving to be a little difficult. Let's try shifting a bit. Also, I don't need the pin down there anymore anyways. Alright, maybe that'll help. Yeah, I mean, it's still messy, but I'm very bad at embroidering neatly anyway. Probably because I hate embroidery too much to actually practice it, except for when I need it done. I did so much embroidery when I was working on the jeans for Millie. I had planned on doing more, but I I had almost hit my maximum, even though I wanted more patches for her. So I just painted the other half that I still wanted, which might bode might not bode well for if I ever need to wash those jeans. But the patches are all sealed front and back with Mod Podge, so hopefully it'll be fine. It better be fine. I spent so much time embroidering on the painted ones to the jeans, even. In fact, because I painted them, they were hard to embroider onto the jeans because, well, it was hard to get the needle through the fabric. It probably will be fine. It always turns out fine. I'm just nitpicky about my stuff. But I don't have time to be nitpicky. I have the rest of today. I have some of tomorrow because at some point tomorrow I'm gonna go live again with my friends May and Squidney to play Wizard 101. So I don't have all day tomorrow, but I have some of tomorrow. Then I have some of Friday, and I have some of Saturday and some of Sunday. Oh, wait, not tomorrow. Hold on. I have all of tomorrow. I have some of Thursday, because Thursday is when I'm going live with May and Squid. Then I have some of Friday. I have some of Saturday and some of Sunday. I don't know if I have any time Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday of next week. But Thursday, I won't have time because I'll be going to the train station to start my train ride to Denver for Fan Expo, which are what all these cosplays are for. So I have about a week to finish this vest, which I'm almost done with, thank goodness, because this was the thing I was stressing about most. Um, Painting my shirt for my James cosplay from Team Rocket, but specifically the redesign done by the wonderful channel Enchantarium. They're a duo that does, they're a sister duo that I believe are Polish. I could be wrong about that. I might be remembering that wrong, but I think so. Um, but they do doll customs, and they're very talented. America seems like the best country for conventions. It probably is. I don't go to many, but most cons I hear about are in America. So far, I'm going to like 2 cons per year, but I might go to 3 this year. I just don't have that much time for cons, considering I also am in college and work. Well, I say 2 per year, but I started going last year, so far I've only been to 2 cons, and the the con in the con this month is going to be my third, even though it's the same con, just a year apart. What time is it? Almost 7 o'clock. Okay, that is one messily done. It's good enough. Good is good enough. You know, that was a joke. Um, in my marching band, because our assistant band director, who was not a good person, not a good person at all, um, illegal things were done, but he would also, as our pep talk before a concert or a parade or something, especially a parade, he would yell, "Good is not good enough." So we would joke and say good is not good enough, or we would joke and say, you know what, good is good enough. Okay? Good is good enough. Okay? Come on. It's cool. I hope I have fun too. I thank you. Uh, I will be getting to see the same friends that I met for the first time when I went to it last year, and I'm very excited for that. That is the main reason I am going again this year, other than just wanting to go to a con again. It is the only like basically excuse I have to go see them. My entire life is a lie. How so? Mr. Perfect versus Limited. What? I have no idea what that means. Wait, so it's good to be good? Oh, I missed the I missed the message in between. So it was good, really good. Yeah, good is really good. Another that reminds me of another thing. Wait, so if good is not good, then is zero really? You're making some discoveries here, Scarly. You're making some. Another thing that my band director would actually say was if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And if you're late, you might as well not show up at all. The band staff was doing some mental gymnastics, let me tell you. You're on the verge of a discovery, Scarly. Now that I've done the first button thing, this one is seeming to go a lot smoother. Of course, the fabric snags when I say that. He just sounds like alpha male podcast. Yeah, yeah. He is an iffy man. For context, I grew up in West Virginia, so that's yeah. Also, his favorite thing to remind us was he'd been doing this longer than any of us had been alive. and yet he still couldn't count. Like, he was not like beat wise, like rhythm wise, he was fine, like maintaining rhythm. He just couldn't mathematically count. Like, I don't think he could successfully count to 10 without help. I think I need a show on Discovery Channel because this band teacher might actually be Bigfoot. I mean, he did live in the hills. He would host a bonfire every year for the band kids at his house with his wife and family. And if you took the wrong turn getting to his house, how my mom phrased it was, I think I can hear banjos playing. Like, it kind of feels like a wrong turn movie. Very Appalachian man. Not in the good way. I think there's a good way to be Appalachian and a bad way to be Appalachian. I don't know who either of those people are, Jade. I have no idea who those people are. I don't know celebrities. Okay. 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 You don't have to retract your message. It's okay that I don't know them. You could just like give me context. YouTubers. Oh, I also don't know many YouTubers. I'm gonna be real. Oof. Time to turn around again. I think sometime after Fan Expo, I want to get into this cosplay and film a video that's like banking, not banking, baking as Frank. Since there are like photos on the site, not photos, but like artwork on the site of Frank doing baking. So I think that would be fun to do. Doing baking. Not doing baking. It would just be baking. Baking is an action. I'm great at grammar, guys. Where did I put my phone? There. I'm gonna look up who Sean Schimmel is. I think that's like the. I think that was the name. That's the only name I remember. Oh, a voice actor. Okay. What did he voice? Dragon Ball Z. Oh, a lot of Dragon Ball. I've never seen any Dragon Ball shows. Never seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 2003 show. I don't think I ever watched that either. A lot of anime stuff. Lego Scooby Doo in 2015. Tom and Jerry, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory 2017. I didn't know they were still making Tom and Jerry stuff in 2017. I thought they said Ron Paul. They might have. I know Sean Schemmel was one, but the other might have been Ron Paul. I'm not. Uh, I don't have the best uh, memory. Ron Paul. Well, the only Ron Paul showing up is a former United States representative. I can talk. I can talk well. I can speak. Texas 22nd Congressional District. Oh, if he's from Texas. Oh, you saw the presidency. What did he do? Part of a conspiracy for a not very good American historical event. Oh, now I'm interested. What did Ron Paul do? I would help if I could spell. Hi, Potato Bear. I am falling into a small rabbit hole, maybe. Um, Ron Paul conspiracy? Oh, um, oh, I see that now, Scarly. I'm gonna back away from that. Um, that reminds me of a funny video, though. Hi, Rainbow. Reminds me of a funny video, though, I saw where it's a guy saying, this is my impression of a triangle. Huh. This is my impression of a parallelogram. Huh. This is my impression of a Pentagon. That plane is too close to the ground. Maybe not a very good man. Yeah, probably not. So how about cats? I love cats. I have a cat. Her name is Nika. Named after uh the 21 Pilot song Nico in the Niners. I named her Nika instead. Um, she's a heathen, and I'm pretty sure she's a cryptid. A lot of Chris pictures about her. I have a hot glue gun, but it's not hot, so it's a cold glue gun. A hot glue gun that's not hot is a very useless this thing. Come on, come on. I'm almost done. I'm so close to finishing this cursed vest. Word of the wise, get a pattern for things, guys. Like, or at least if you have a thing that you want to uh make, and if you like have something similar to it, take it apart. Like, take the thing you have apart to make a pattern for the thing you want to make. Don't just like look at the thing that you have that's similar to what you want to make and be like, yeah, I can do that, and roughly cut out the fabric. Don't do that. It makes your life harder. It makes you have uneven sleeve holes for your vest. So you have to use bias tape, but you don't have the right color of bias tape, so you have to paint the bias tape black t- so that it creates a nice clean border. And then you sew it on, but it's harder to sew on because the paint makes it harder for the needle to go through the fabric. So moral of the story, just get a pattern. Don't be a don't be a big dumb stupid idiot like I am. I may have done that recently. Same, potato bear. It'll be fine, they said. They being me. Ugh, I don't need this pen in here anymore. Just make it look presentable. You're only gonna be in this cosplay for half a day. Come on, come on, come on. I need to make sure this is securely tied off. Oof, okay. I think that's good. Why is my seam ripper out of its case and on my bed right next to my leg? I need to stop doing that. Buttons. Buttonholes. This is just a sea of fabric right now. Ugh. I'm getting lost in the sauce, guys. Okay. This is as good as it's getting. I will probably have to iron this later. And buttonholes are very difficult to do. I find they're not that hard for me to do. Um, I don't know why. I just kind of pin them together and go to town with the embroidery thread. It's not always neat, but it gets the job done, and the buttons hide most of the messiness anyway. So, alright. I still need to do the bow tie for Frank because I need to, like, just basically hand make it because it's shaped like a butterfly, so I'm not just going to use a regular bow tie. But I want to break from sewing. So we're either going to paint on the other sleeve of Millie's shirt because this sleeve is all painted, or we're gonna continue with the shirt I'm making for James, which probably needs the most attention, honestly, though this one needs a bunch of layers to build up the white on red fabric. It's now a warm glue gun. That is progress, Rainbow. Progress. Hmm. Oh, y'all want to see the business cards I made for Fan Expo? Notes. It has my YouTube, Insta, TikTok, Twitter, and my Tumblr, which are almost all the same, except YouTube is Noel the Squid Cosplays, and Twitter is Noel is a Squid. But they also all have this fun little sticker that has a holographic paper that I made myself and cut out all of them. It was a lot. It's now hot but not scalding. That's good. Thank y'all. I'm very proud of them. The gun is now basically scalding. It do be a hot glue gun. Ooh, I think my roommate who was at work is at home. Ooh, fancy. Okay. I think I'm gonna do the Team Rocket shirt. So we have the shirt form, which has been bent beyond belief because I've been packing it in a suitcase for the past couple weeks in hopes that I find time to get more of this shirt done. What do you need the hot glue gun for, though, Rainbow? I've been. I don't know why I didn't ask that before. There's my red. There's my red. Okay. I forgot to get a towel for when the paint is wet. Or not the paint, the brushes are wet. Fixing a lampshade I made. Oh, that's cool. Well, I mean, it's cool that you made one. It's not cool that, like, you have to fix it because that implies that it got broke somehow, which sucks. Not for cosplay, just one thing. Oh, yeah. Long before I started doing cosplay, I have loved crafting. I got into cosplay because it like combined a bunch of my hobbies that I've had throughout the years. Anyway, I love just crafting. Good night, Scarly. I hope you sleep well. Oh, from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I've never actually like seen any of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, but I definitely have seen stuff about it. You're still reeling from having Mod Podge dried on you, aren't you? I'm gonna have to fix that eventually. Okay. I am getting low on paint. That is not good for Con Crunch to be low on materials. That was outside the line. Mm, just gonna stay in the middle and get a smaller brush for the edges. I'm gonna be smart about this. Because if we go outside the line, that means we have to expand the line. And we don't want to do that. Expanding the line takes time. didn't mean to rhyme, but it kind of was a half rhyme. Okay. Oh, that was fast. Was it a small repair job? Swear I need a third hand. Same. Just fixing. Oh, I did. Yeah, yeah. Been there. Definitely been there. Mm. Do you know how to keep things pointy? Um, I guess that depends on the thing. Why you ask? Touch-ups are not fun. They have never been fun. They will never will be fun. You keep something made out of cardboard pointy. Um, what's the what's the shape of the cardboard? Is it like a cardboard sword or it's a star? Yeah, 3D or 2D. It also, I guess, kind of depends on the type of cardboard because there are different types of cardboard, which I guess is kind of hard to explain in a chat section. Um, 2D. Hmm. 2D star. Here's cardboard. Like, keep it pointy. They like 3 times in it. Oh, how do you mean like keep it pointy, like keep it from bending, or just keep it, have it keep its shape, or what? I'm trying hard to think. Just a shape. I'm not entirely sure. Um, hmm. And I can't keep something back. Um, maybe if it, okay, maybe if it is already pointy, maybe coating those edges with a layer or two of Mod Podge so that it doesn't like dull as easy, maybe. That is like that's the only possibility in my mind. That is like that I can think of. That doesn't work, I'm sorry, but that's the only thing I can think of. What am I supposed to be doing next on this? Where's it is under the belly shirt. Okay, what's the next thing I have to paint on here? I can either map out where the roses go, or I can start on the little star things. But I almost forgot I have to paint more roses. I already painted roses on the shoes that I did for this, which are right here. First time ever painting roses. They've become the new bane of my existence. Thank you, Potato Bear. They don't look as good as the original, like the Enchantarium did for James. Like I said before, those two are so talented. I They redesigned the entirety of Team Rocket. I think they started with Meowth and they ended with Jessie, I want to say. All of them are so cool. I think I'll map out the roses. Just need to do a base layer of white where the roses are gonna go. I burnt myself. Oh, I mean, that's a risk you take with hot glue, but also that sucks. I'm assuming it's with the hot glue. I know you said you finished repairing the lamp, but my phone is literally right there. Why am I looking for it? Hmm, okay. Oh god. Okay, I was afraid that would happen. Not actually accidentally painting on top of things you don't want to paint on is very hard sometimes. And that's fine when it's like canvas, but it's fabric is so much less forgiving. I don't know how we're all working on projects together. Yeah, it's fun working on projects together. Um, this is my first time watching. Oh, welcome in, Sunflower. This is just a chill stream where I'm like working on my cosplays and reading chat as it pops up. If I think of something to talk about, I'll talk about that too. Oh, I just realized since the friend cast is done now, that means I can take it off my list. It is so satisfying to mark stuff off your to-do list. Waiting for the hot glue gun to become cold glue gun. Okay, that shouldn't be the worst spot for that rose. That'll work. I should map out the flowers too. Not the flowers, the leaves. I think a replica of the plant from Little Shop of Horrors. Oh, ooh, yes. I want to do that someday. I love Little Shop of Horrors. That was the first uh like live show that I ever saw at my local Actors Guild. I think I was in 10th grade at the time. Love it so much. That musical has a special place in my heart, and I would love to cosplay from that. I I took theater my last 2 years of high school, and for like one of my projects, my senior year, I constructed a costume for Audrey in Little Shop of Horrors. I made a Mary Quant mini dress that was made out of like houndstooth fabric, and the like collar and pockets were made of the same black satin that I used on that. I still have a little bit of that satin left. Uh, Little Shop of Horrors is actually free on YouTube with ads. There are a couple movies. free on YouTube with ads. Little Shop of Horrors is one of them. I've actually been getting it. I don't know why I'm talking this way. I'm talking to where I see chat. I've been seeing it on my For You page a lot ever since I watched the free version of the last 5 years on YouTube the other day. Ooh. My mom's asking me if I want to go see Newsies at at the local Actors Guild. We just saw their production of The Play That Goes Wrong, and it was hilarious. I loved it. One of the actors, because the play that goes wrong, it depends on who's like putting on the play, what play that they decide to go wrong, right? One of the characters, not one of the characters, one of the actors who played two different characters was a treasure. The man's a treasure. Every time he was on stage, I enjoyed myself immensely. Okay. Apparently, she knew the answer right now because the tickets for opening night are almost sold out, and the opening night tickets are half off. So, but we got a little dent right here in the R for the rose that goes on top. Next year, the high school near me is doing a SpongeBob musical. Oh, that's fun. Um, my I want to say junior year, our high school's play was Carrie, and that was the first time I had ever seen Carrie. And oh my, I loved that. I also loved how extra the theater department was with their decorations for the advertisements. And then senior year, not wait no, that was that was our musical my sophomore year, I believe. And then junior year, they were gonna put on the Adams Family. But it didn't work out because Miss Rona decided to sweep the nation and canceled the second half of my junior year and the first half of my senior. All right, now we're gonna mix up some paints to get this right. We were gonna do Beetlejuice. Oh, that would have been fun. I remember for one of my performance projects in theater, because I was never in any of the plays, but because I was always too nervous to do that. But I took the class. Um, one of my performance projects was just to I think either a monologue or sing, and I'm like I can memorize I can memorize songs very easily. So I sang Dead Mom from Beetlejuice. Was it good? Probably not, but I had fun. I would love to play Beetlejuice though, or Adam. Adam would be fun. That's what's important. Yeah, the fun is important. Also, this dried paint that I just took off out of my uh, palette, kind of looks like a lifesaver. Got the lifesaver mint. I haven't seen the Beetlejuice musical. I watched a slime tutorial on YouTube, and I've listened to the soundtrack a bunch of times, but I've never actually seen it. I know Alex Brightman also voices Fizzarolli on Hell of a Boss. Actually, before I mix up paint for that reminds me, I'm gonna start on this sleeve for Millie. That means I also need to find what her other arm looks like. It's hard to get angles of her arms. What's a cosplayer to do? That's it's her left arm. There's plenty of images with her right arm. Does she have any spots? Yeah, she does have spots. Okay, I think it's just one spot on her forearm, like her bicep, tricep. I think it's her tricep. Um, on the top there. Remember, if you're painting on fabric, you need to put something in between so it doesn't bleed through. I've, I've had it where it bleeds through before, and it's not fun. Mm, I say, sounding dead inside. Why people find the character sheet online? Hmm. Welcome back, Rainbow. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get this show on the road. Just gonna pin this in place. Map this out. Gonna be my best guess to how that looks like from this angle. It is definitely Millie, though I do think the writing hasn't developed her nearly enough. I do love Millie a lot. I like Fizz. Fizz is fun. Also, it's hard not to like a character that's voiced by Alex Brightman. I also really like Stolas. I especially like the lullaby he sang to Octavia. Though I don't listen to the original much, I mainly listen to Anna Pantsu's cover. She has a beautiful voice. Yeah. Um, You Will Be Okay and I Need a Hero are my two favorite Anna Pantsu covers. And they are on at least one of my most listened to playlists. I also love uh, her covers of It's Tough to Be a God and They're Only Human. I have the Fizz stamp. I don't know what that is. What is that? Was that like in a merch drop? Fizz stand. Like an acrylic stand? Ah, yeah. Acrylic 2D statue. Okay, that's cool. Let's get out a bigger brush now. If you spill on a place I don't want the paint to be, I will cry. And it will be all your fault, Angela's acrylic. Angela's leather paint. Okay. I think that's the most progress I can do on that until that dries some. So now it's time to mix up paint on my very dirty palette. Because, oh, it's raining. I can't tell if it's raining here. My apartment does not have windows. I wonder if it is raining. I could probably look it up. I like the rain. I know it was raining yesterday. Get out of palette. You dumb little dried paint. Come on. Okay. Definitely need you. You're gonna be the main color here. Oh, I see you've been contaminated a bit. But it's with the color I'm gonna mix you with anyway, so I'm gonna just use this opportunity to get it out. This might be too much for this. Okay, I'm gonna add a little more saturation to you by doing this color. And tone you down with this color. Let's see if I need to add more white or not. Mixy, mixy, mix. Okay, it needs more white. But is it the right color in general? It'll do. It shall do. Do the do. That would be funny if I actually had Mountain Dew with me right now, but I don't. Who am I kidding? It wouldn't be funny anyways. Okay. You go near the neckline. Y'all, I watched Mamma Mia for the first time last night. which I would think at this point I would have watched it before, considering I love ABBA songs, but I hadn't. And now it's like a bunch of the songs are stuck in my head. Work, just please work. That's crooked, but oh well. It'll be fine. It's fine. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Swimming, 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 swimming. My earbud is dying. I think I did actually probably need to add more white to this. That's what layer 2 is for. I'm still looking at this dry paint and not wet paint. Okay. Mixy, mixy, mixy. Just something real quick. I did need to paint this headband that color. So I need a base pair of white. Yeah. This isn't like high on my priority list, but it is something I will be doing like in between the ones that are high on my priority list. I want to make a horn for Rarity because I was sad that I didn't have a horn for her when I took her to Fan Expo last year, and I had planned to rectify that a while ago, but I hadn't had the time yet. I have the song Mamma Mia stuck in my head, so if you see me mouthing words, it's the lyrics to that because I can't scratch the itch by saying it out loud because you do copyright. So I gotta like sing it in my head. tube. Electric boogaloo. Okay. So close with this. Alright. I'm just gonna let paint dry. And move on to figuring out how to construct Fan Expo. It is butterfly shape with a knot in the middle. It is quite puffy. This is my number one. Maybe I'll have a bunch of paper here so that'll I can grade it back. Either fire department or ambulance. One of the two. Yeah, pretty big. this shape, cut 2 on the fold, and then you do that twice. That way, if you cut on the fold, then it's exactly the same on both sides. So you have this shape. Okay. On this side, so it's one full shape, and then you do it again, and then you sew them right sides in, turn it out, and then you wrap a strand of the same fabric over the middle. That way it looks like bow tie, but you attach something in the back to make it a clip-on. My shirt is finished, ha ha ha. Nice. Clever. Thank you, potato. Probably should have done seam allowances, but there is no but. I don't really have much of an excuse other than I thought about it and then didn't do it. Nobody knows about it. Bye, Rainbow. Can always add it. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm just gonna do. I'm just gonna cut out a little extra while I cut out the fabric. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Oh, I don't. This is not much fabric, is it? Oh, I suppose it's cheap, but usually it's more than that. What we're gonna do here. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna cut out everything at once because this is thin fabric. So on the fold. And cut it down. What other time would I use my yellow pins for other than this? Okay. computing. There we go. Let's see if that worked, or if I'm just a dummy. Aha. I love when a plan comes together. And now I also have a bunch of leftover for the Jirachi cosplay I want to do eventually. It's gonna mainly be a closet cosplay anyway. Thank you, Potato Bear. I think that is pretty accurate to the shape that he's drawn with. Because I couldn't just get a regular bow tie. No. No, that's too simple. That's not extra enough. That's the wrong color pen. All or nothing. Exactly. Oh, my fingers are covered with paint. At least it's dried though. I think I'm going to end the live soon, but that's mainly because I think I want to play some Doki Doki Literature Club on stream later, either later tonight or sometime tomorrow. I will schedule this live stream tonight either way. And I think I will do that in cosplay. Probably cosplaying Monica. I'm gonna finish this tie first, though. No problem, Potato Bear. It actually really helps a lot when you watch the live after it's uploaded, because that helps towards my watch hours for YouTube. And right now I don't have much watch hours, so it helps out a lot. Yeah, like YouTube monetization is like has a few different steps. Like for monetization, you need 1,000 subscribers and either um, 4,000 watch hours for long videos or like 10 million shorts views in 90 days. The watch hours can be within a year, but the shorts views have to be within like 90 days. Um, but for monetization for like super chats on live streams, you need at least 500 subs and like 3,000 watch hours within the past 100 days. So like, I'm getting closer to the 1,000 subs, but I am not anywhere near the watch hours. Like, I'm doing this for fun, but at the same time, it would be nice, like, because it would help fund my hobby here. I shall do my best now. Thank you. Every little bit helps. It is like 8:30 my time right now. So me going live today instead of tomorrow really kind of depends on how quickly I can get into cosplay and if my either of my roommates need to wake up early tomorrow. Because I'm not loud necessarily, but I don't want to take the chance if either of them really needs their sleep. Yeah, no. You have a great night too, Potato Bear. Thank you for staying in. Oh, my bad. We're gonna have our buddy the squid with us right now. I'm not good with filling the silence, by the way. This is why I usually stream with friends, but I also need to get used to doing it by myself, so I figured this was a good excuse for that. God, my back. I'm 20 years old, and yet my back. 2 hours. Oh, almost 3 hours at this point. Okay, that's where we're gonna stop sewing it inside out. So we can turn it around. Bring it around town. that'll be a good, yeah. So I shall stuff this, then wrap a line of this around this after sewing it together. I might also add wire inside as a lining because that'll keep it steady, but I also think the stuffing should keep it sturdy as well. With that, I'm gonna end stream because it's been almost 3 hours of this, and I need to eat dinner.